I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
Apparently, Caliente is finally having a bigger flashback than from the last few blunders she had. All of this does just literally stirred up all of the things she did. How she clickbaited, how she harassed a person, actually multiple people. Like, all of this is resurfacing now. The YouTuber who attacked Doki Bird is finished. One thing is being a rage baiter as a content creator. Another thing is being actual person who brings harm to people.
Got an update on the situation with YouTuber Catliente, aka Cat in Chat, who has recently come under fire for terrible VTuber related coverage. And so now she issued this whole response to VTuber Alicia, who is calling her out.
That's the thing. I cannot even check her post because I'm blocked. When I publicly called her practices out with the company she's working with, I got insta blocked within like a minute. So I don't really check her because, again, blocked. So ever since they made like the tweets open when you're blocked, I never bothered to even check anything.
And Kat's response is going terribly. She's getting roasted for this. She's getting roasted for what she did to Dokibird the other day. Like, it's just all crashing down for Kat right now. But really quick, I'll give a extremely rudimentary summary of what led up to this for anyone who may not have seen my prior two videos. Back in November, Kat made a video about VTuber Alicia getting hacked, but also using Alicia's cancer as clickbait. She got immense backlash for that and made a number of excuses, but ultimately did take the video down and give the presumed ad revenue to Alicia. Fast forward to a number of days ago, and Kat made a video on Dokibird. The video being very one-sided, nearly 2 hours long, and basically...
And before that blatant clickbait, she started a whole harassment campaign on like content creators. And she used the excuse of not taking her video down. She used the excuse of that she's on vacation. This whole situation goes deeper than that, okay? So she used the excuse that she's on vacation and that all her tweet posts were pre-scheduled and her videos were pre-scheduled, okay? That's fine. Everyone does that, pre-scheduling content. I pre-schedule my videos every single day. What was weird was, so she said she wasn't using social media or internet, but she was responding. So people just started asking her, well, how do you pre-schedule comments then? It was one of the most deranged situations I've seen.
Basically tries the entire time to make Doki look terrible. Doki responded, and then Kat began to get even more backlash for her terrible video, with many calling her out for the awful coverage. Again, there is a lot more details to all this, so once again, please consider watching the prior videos for the full context. But continuing, one of the many issues with Kat's video about Doki was a section where she references the cancer clickbait situation with Alicia that I mentioned a moment ago. Now, Kat brings this up specifically to try and paint herself out as having handled the situation well, and essentially tries to make the argument that Doki needs to handle...
Oh, okay. Her saying that she handled the situation well is the biggest lie I have ever seen. How is she saying she handled it well? In what universe did she handle it well? For people who don't know, she used to be like, hey, this is how you grow as a content creator. Hey, this is how you do emotes. And then she started covering only drama in the VTuber community to make money.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
The weirdest crap ever. Like, if we checked her page and it was like tutorials, and out of nowhere it was just drama coverage. There's no like subtle transition from tutorials to, you know, a different way of like presenting your channel.
Mhm.
It was just tutorials, boom, drama.
Yeah.
It was very fishy.
Yeah. The problem with Cat videos is she made one-sided opinion and them need to backtrack because how she was wrong. Okay, let's not even go the route that she ever backtracked. Her backtracking was her stating that she's too big for content creators to even do anything about it. She has something personal against VTubers. Well, apparently not enough. Apparently, VTubers are still a good money source for her.
Things better, like how she herself handled the situation with Alicia. Kat doing this came off extremely weird, tone-deaf, and manipulative to what actually happened. And eventually Alicia finds out about Kat bringing the situation up again months later and trying to use it to make her look good and Doki look bad. A very weird thing to do, like I said, and a bit difficult to even describe because it's so tone-deaf and devoid of logic for why Kat actually thought this was a good idea. Nevertheless, Alicia understandably then went off on Kat yesterday, calling her out in a number of statements. And so that takes us up to the present. Again, a really quick summary, but at least that gets you in the loop.
She grew really far from the last time I checked. By the way, Alicia, wonderful person. I found her channel because she did a lot of anime coverage, like reacting to anime stuff.
Yep.
Wonderful person. Even though she's going through horrible things, all she wants to do is entertain people.
If you haven't seen the other 2 videos that I made on all this stuff. As now, Kat has issued this response on her Twitter account. This is again extremely tone-deaf by Kat, and I can't even grasp how she thinks this is a good way of handling things. In particular, because first of all, the statement's just not good, but 2, this statement is essentially the same thing that she's already been saying in her comment section trying to defend herself, which she is already getting criticism for, and people are pointing out issues with this. And so now her response directly to Alicia is to just repeat the same stuff that's already not working. It's such a weird thing to do. I don't even know how to like explain that. I don't know if I even want to read this whole thing already because again, this is just the same stuff we already talked about yesterday. She's just recycling the same bad talking points again.
It's because she doesn't want to claim accountability, okay? Because she seems like one of those people who, if she takes any accountability, it's like something in her body will break. It's one of those people.
It's the Clara situation again.
Clara! Let me message that girl. Clara.
Editor? Editor? I didn't tell you to post this.
Oh my god.
But I suppose we'll read this really quick. So, and then we'll get to all the backlash and what people are saying about this and everything. You know, the more entertaining part. Here's more of Kat's excuse slop. Addressing the cancer clickbait incident with Alicia. There was a situation where Alicia was hacked and lost access to their YouTube channel, and I had made a video about it titled something like VTuber with cancer was hacked. The VTuber had publicly expressed on their Twitter they did not want people to talk about their hacking situation, and I wanted to respect that and was going to delete the video. At this point, the video was not live. It was sitting as private on my channel. I should have deleted the video immediately to avoid miscommunication with my editor, and that's my fault. However, while I was asleep...
Oh my god. It is the Clara thing. Red made me do it. Shut the fuck up. God damn, it's Clara.
My editor posted the video without me knowing. He does not have permission to post videos to my channel. He never had posted a video prior to this, so I did not expect that he would do that. This is so weird. Yeah, it's never happened before. Just this one time when I'm getting a bunch of backlash. That one time wasn't my fault. Who's buying that? He does not have permission. Oh, we read that one. He then saw the backlash about the video and changed the title to something about remission. My editor's first language isn't English, so he didn't realize that the words cancer and remission aren't interchangeable and mean 2 different things. Well... Okay, but it's still your channel. You cannot just push off the responsibility for your channel onto the editor. Whatever mistake your editor does, it's on you. It's that simple. You don't want to have these issues? Check the work. It's your channel. It's your face. It's your video. It's your content. It's your statement. You cannot blame your editor. You have a problem with that? Check the work. Delete the video. Don't blame your editor. Simple as that. She needs to see in your Sama for how to do an apology. Wait. I have a whole video on how to do an apology, okay? Even if that excuse was true, that still doesn't make sense. If you thought they were the same thing, what's the point of changing it then? He's human and makes mistakes like the rest of us. Please not hate him if you know who he is. Regardless, the blame lies with me, as I should have immediately deleted the video off my channel to avoid possible misinterpretation that the video was good to go live. This entire time... Whoa. First of all, I don't think anyone was even blaming her editor. This is such a cliche tactic of people vaguely nudging towards a different direction. I haven't seen people blame her editor.
Maybe it's her followers who were blaming the editor, but outside of her echo chamber, no one was blaming the editor.
I was asleep and I woke up confused as to what happened. I misremembered. I thought I realized something happened at 4 p.m. PT when I woke up, but I realized it actually went live and my editor told me about my stream something happened. After my stream something happened, excuse me, making it around 10 p.m. PT. The moment I realized something was wrong, I deleted the video, privately apologized to the VTuber, and compensated the VTuber for potential damages that could have occurred for around the last 12 hours the video was up. Okay, hold up. This stuff ain't adding up, guys. This is definitely not adding up. So here the claim is that the video was up for around 12 hours and that Kat paid money to Alicia for potential damages. But that's not what she said previously, is it? As we can see right here in this screenshot of the comment that Kat and chat allegedly left on the Doki video, look at the second paragraph here. I was asleep the entire time and woke up at 4 p.m. to a mess, and I was super confused as to what was happening. Even though the entire situation wasn't my fault, it's a reflection of the Cat and Chat brand, and I immediately took the video down and paid the VTuber compensation for their troubles for the video being up for 6 hours. So here, the claim is that it was compensation for troubles, not damages, but also that the video was up for around 6 hours. This is not what she just said in her other statement. Going back to that new statement, continuing, she says, you can see the timestamps in the attached photos of the post about the video 11/2/24 at around 11 a.m. PT, and my message same day at around 11 p.m. PT.
I'm starting to think all these people who do content like that, maybe they should have like a notebook of where they write down all the stuff they're claiming so that they can have like an index of reference.
I didn't want to talk about this publicly because I deemed the situation resolved, and also didn't want to continue mentioning that VTuber as they have already expressed multiple times they didn't want people to talk about their health situation, but I felt it needed to be brought up as there's a narrative going around that I exploited their health for views when I was asleep the entire time it was happening. I cannot believe this person, dude. You didn't want to talk about this again publicly. You're the one who brought it up again publicly in your Doki video. Alicia wasn't saying anything about this again until you brought it up again in the Doki video from, what was it, 4 days ago now? 5 days ago now? That very recent video. This person's unbelievable. And so, Cat Liente, aka Cat in Chat, gets around 200 likes on that post that we just read and locks the responses. She then goes on to share the full DM conversation.
Yeah, I agree. The compensation thing is extremely weird. I don't think Alicia gives a flying fuck about the compensation
that she had with Alicia. We read part of this yesterday, and Alicia also sharing part, if not all of it, in the video that she covered on her channel. Kat then going on to say, payment proof, I definitely wanted to make sure there wasn't any instance of me unfairly profiting from her cancer, and at that point the video made around 48 bucks. I sent her
hey, I made 156 Canadian dollars off of you having cancer. Here's the money. Here's 156 Canadian dollars for me clickbaiting your cancer. This is disgusting.
Why are you giving this like a monetarized thing? Like putting money there is just,
No,
I don't know. It's
what's
just weird.
weird is what is really weird about this is her screenshotting this and using that as evidence of being the quote-unquote good guy.
Nah.
This is so gross.
3 times the amount to be overly certain. And then there's this. What's this? I didn't want to make this public because I thought the situation was privately resolved, and because I didn't want any backlash to fall on my editor for a human error. Again, it's ultimately my responsibility to double check each video that goes live, and I fell short here, for which I'm sorry. I make amends to the VTuber as soon as I realized something was wrong, but I felt I have to address the situation as it's been over 6 months and the VTuber had made a video about the situation. I think she's referring to the video that Alicia made yesterday talking about this again, which again only happened because Kat brought it up again first in her Doki video. God. She has every right to be upset about what happened, so please don't.
I think she has a foot in your mouth syndrome. Like, come on, no money in the world can be worth all of this, right? I don't understand people. She might have money, but she seems more morally bankrupt. I agree.
Harass her, but I felt that since this was circulating again that I needed to address the situation at hand. Why is there no accountability for you being the one to bring it up again though? Like, you're just trying to like put all the blame on Alicia somehow when she's just responding to what you did. And again, guys, really important,
Okay. Taking note for myself. Blame the editor. Rap, that won't work. I'm the editor. Okay, yeah. Blame the victim.
Or blame Claire.
Claire. Bro, like you gotta be completely like mentally, morally, and brain so bankrupt to act like this.
Thing to remember. Not only did Kat bring this situation with Alicia up again in her Doki video, she tried to use it against Doki somehow. The situation had nothing to do with Doki, but Kat was trying to use it as an example of how Kat handles things so well. See how...
And you know how bad this is? She talks about these topics and edits it into videos during the stream. Like what we are doing, but we're reacting to videos. She talks about it on stream. And you know how bad the echo chamber is? No one's calling her out there. Or maybe they are calling her out and they're getting censored. I don't know what exactly is happening. Not planning to tune into her streams anytime soon.
well I handle things, guys. I'm so much better than Dokibird. Dokibird should handle things like I do. And so now Alicia...
I really hope not. I really hope Dokibird will never handle stuff like she does. What the fuck? I wish that no content creator would handle stuff like Kat does. This is wild.
Yo, how to lose all credibility within like a split second.
What would be the acronym for it? What would Kat do? WWKD? That's my new thing now. WWKD.
Alicia is responding to the statement that Kat made that we just read. Alicia saying, "Hey there, idiot. It's me, the person you exploited. Don't worry, I showed all the screenshots in my video. It doesn't save you. You said in your own words, I was too lazy to take down, and that taking down videos takes time. You're a liar. Yeah, for the record, the time it takes to take down a video is like a handful of seconds."
Yeah. All you do is you go into your YouTube studio. It's just private done.
Yo, Kat just
She
wait, so lazy she can't even delete a video, bro.
wait. Maybe she's just expecting that everyone is that stupid. Because all you do, you go to your studio, you click on content, you go into your videos, you click on the video, and you click private. Literally. Let's see. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds.
Oh, 5 to 6 seconds.
Yeah. Crazy. Either I'm Jesus or goddamn she's lying.
Depending on your internet speed, I guess, maybe a little longer if you gotta wait for the page to load. Dude, if you're doing it from mobile, you go to like the creator app, you go to the dashboard thing, like click content, click the video.
It's just as fast.
Go down to like the options, and there should be like one for delete. It doesn't take time. That's not like the exact step. So that's, you know, it's
especially for a person who's been doing content that long. Oh, okay. Just as a reference, how long has she been doing content? I will even open her channel. Okay.
Oh, disgusting.
Caliente. Let's see. How long has she been doing YouTube? 5 years. 5 years. You couldn't figure out how to private or delete videos? What were you doing? Anyway.
a very easy, short process to do. And if you're on your computer, it's basically the same sort of thing. You go to the dashboard, click the video, find the delete option. Like, come on now. Oh, it takes time, guys. What the heck? You can pretend and act like your editor is the problem, but you are. You are a terrible person who thinks posting about my cancer is fine, who chose to bring me up again to defend yourself when slamming on Dokibird. You posted a video clickbaiting my cancer on your channel. You had it changed titled to me being in remission. You bashed Doki for her quote-unquote blaming others. You're a hypocrite. Trying to call out someone else while you are the problem is just classic you, though. All the screenshots, honey, I can provide them since they are in my response video. Oh yeah, by the way, the statement that Kat made, it also got this community note that reads, the statement miss a lot of...
Oh my god, I love community note so much.
Oh.
But you cannot tell me that community note wasn't the biggest comedy invention ever.
Context. Post of the person who got affected by this, video statement of the person with all uncensored screenshots. And Alicia continues here too, saying, let's click this 1 second. There we go. My screenshots also include the comment I made that you deleted. So cheers, you posted about my channel being hacked a week after I already got it back. It just gets worse and worse. You made the video after I already called out other channels for clickbaiting my cancer. You even stated you knew before the video uploaded that I don't want people calling me the cancer VTuber, yet you made the video. F off.
Yeah, like she genuinely did push that brand onto Alicia.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
Imagine, like, I would be livid if someone would push, oh, the tooth VTuber Lifu, the heart VTuber Lifu. You don't want to be known for the hardship you go through. At least if you're not milking your content just for with sympathy, like if you're not trying to grow just with sympathy, you don't want to be known for the hardship you go through. You want to be known for the work you put into.
Also, you of course didn't want the situation to be public because you look terrible. I chose not to say anything, but then you brought me up to seem like a good person when people got upset about you in relation to Dokibird. This is on you for making me step up. And as mentioned, Kat is just getting tremendous backlash for all this stuff, of course. For example, going back to her statement and taking a look at some of the quote responses, because she had also locked the direct responses, but you can't lock the quote tweets. We got like this example: just stop making videos.
Sometimes I don't even look at comments. I just look at quote retweets. Especially the second I see the comments are locked down, I'll look at the quote retweets. And sometimes it's one of the most beautiful finger licking thing. Why did I turn into KFC right now?
Because you are a hateful and evil person who seeks to profit by actively lying about people. Not even you being misinformed, you intentionally lie. Not even a woman suffering from cancer is taboo for you. You still lie, even now, to try and save yourself. You can delete the Doki video so easily in under 30 seconds, or better yet, take real accountability and stop covering drama when you're biased and not getting both sides. Closing comments because you know you will get burned to ashes. How is your "they're not going to put a dent in me" attitude going? That's referencing something else.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. They're not gonna put a dent in me. Are you sure about that?
Yo, bring that back. Yo, run that back real quick.
No. Wait. To be fair, she's 100% right. The only person who put a dent in her is herself.
Yeah.
Wait. She's actually right. My bad.
Not Alicia, excuse me. Kat. That Kat had previously said.
Wait, I just read this as I'd never community note you winks in womb.
What?
I don't know why I read it that way. Starvin said winks in slow-mo. I read it as winks in womb. Like, bro?
There's one response that's supporting Kat. Says, "We love and support you, Kat. Keep being based." And it gets 0 likes. How about you first take down your terrible hit piece video on Dokibird, retract your words and admit you lied about her. Then you can worry about your other terrible actions. Holy smokes, have some shame.
Is she a Niji sister or something?
And really quick side note, that reminds me, the Niji Sanji Defense Force, the Niji sisters, are mad at me for making this video, for covering the stuff that happened to Doki. Of course, they still hate Doki. They're petty like that. We can see this tweet with almost 1,000 likes posting an image of my initial coverage of what happened here. My video titled "YouTuber," that being Kat, attacks Dokibird, but Doki destroyed her in response. And posting this image of Akane from Gridman. Akane looking...
Yeah, we went through the whole amount like Dokibird is being charged. I'm sorry. What happened to my accent? I'm sorry? What happened?
The 10 years of India strikes back.
I'm sorry. My bad.
You lived there for like over 10 years. I think you're valid. It just slips.
Watch, this is gonna be the one thing that gets me canceled.
Being rather upset. And the comments are filled with people both mad at me and like trying to somehow blame Dokibird for all this and like defending Kat. For example, this one that says, "The amount of hate I have seen towards Kat is astounding. The girl did nothing wrong. She just read the Google..."
Oh, I'm about to get heated. Okay, you know what? Let the person cook themselves.
Doc and gave her opinion based on what was in there. The Google Doc that she made. What the frick, dude? She just read the...
Didn't Kat delete her Google Doc within like an hour or something?
Yeah.
She published a Google Doc on Doki and deleted it. She retracted it faster than Concord.
Also, the amount of people saying Doki did nothing wrong, they still didn't handle it well at all. Yeah, Doki's handled it fine. Cat's not handling a fine though, that's for sure. To be fair, this comment was made on May 16th, so like Cat's been handling it even worse since then, but even at that point in time, Cat was already handling this terribly, and it was very clear that Doki was, if anything, the victim. And going to Catliente's channel, Cat in Chat, we can see the terrible Doki video is still up there.
Of course it's up there.
Of course.
I just opened the video, not video, channel. It's still there.
And like I initially said to begin with, it came off to me like Cat made this terrible video to try and get as much ad revenue off Doki's name as possible, and now with all this backlash occurring and people still going to this video to check it out for themselves, she's probably just glad that she's still getting ad revenue off this. I think, at least in my opinion, that Cat is a very shameless person. Continuing.
And 100k views is not a small amount of revenue.
No, it's not.
With the backlash though, let's take a look at her most recent video from 4 hours ago, because we can see that she is getting backlash in her own comment section. For example, this one that says, "I guess she's not going to take any accountability for her recent drama." I believe this is the most liked comment here, and we can see a number of the most liked comments, the top comments, are referring to this whole thing. For example, this one that I apologize for getting cut off there, but it says, "Are you going to make a video apologizing to Doki and Alicia, or are you just going to pretend like that didn't happen? You can't blame your editors. You need to learn to take accountability for your actions." So where's the update video on the Doki PC situation, or are you too afraid to admit that you were wrong? And this one referencing the title of the video here, saying client got ghosted, like how Cat trying to settle things right now with Doki and Alicia, because again, the title here is client ghosted for 2 years. Anyways, yeah, that's where we're at with this. Unbelievable stuff. Let me know what you guys think about all this Catliente.
This is ridiculous. I genuinely think like Catliente is causing way too much harm in the VTuber community.
I agree.
Like, there's already so much bad actors in the VTuber community. There's already so many bad actors who are using the VTuber community, and frankly, there's a lot of VTubers who use their VTuber models as like a mask to commit some heinous stuff. So having content creators like Catliente farming this for money and creating drama is genuinely not helping us.